Yes guys, welcome back. A bit of a different video today, not so much an educational video as more of an update really of what I've got coming up in about 2 weeks time. So in 2 weeks time I'm going to be doing a charity event, and I'm going to kind of get into that in just a moment and explain what it is that I'm going to be doing and why. But basically, those of you who might have followed me on my previous page, you'll probably know that recently I kind of got to 365 days, a whole year in a row of training, consistently, no days off, no rest days, anything like that. And this all started with the lockdown last year on March 20th, which happens to be my birthday. And I kind of made a little deal with myself where I said, right, I'm gonna just train every day. I was someone who was used to going to the gym. I would take rest days. I would take, maybe 2-3 rest days a week, something like that. But I had the gym, I had the exercise and all of that kind of stuff. And that was very important to keep me sharp and sane, as it were. And then obviously everything shut and whatnot. And I kind of made a little deal with myself and I said, right, now that they're shut and you've only got very small and light weights and a couple of resistance bands and things like that, and you're going to be stuck indoors, I'm going to make a pact with myself to train every single day. No excuses. You're going to get out, rain or shine, snow, which was the case quite a lot of times. Get out and do whatever it is that you're going to do for that day. So did that, carried on, and as it kind of snowballed, as it were, it kind of got a bit more and more. And obviously, I suppose the more days you go, the more you kind of set this challenge with yourself. And then when I got to 365 days a couple months ago, I kind of thought to myself, right, well, all this time for the first year, I've been doing it basically for myself, for my own personal progress, mentally, physically, whatever, for my own sharpness and sanity, as I would describe it. And then I thought, well, now that I'm doing this, and I don't really see myself stopping, because it's kind of difficult. If you get to 1 year, you think to yourself, well, should I stop? Well, you don't really want to, because you feel like, well, if I have a rest day now, that whole year resets and I've got to start from the beginning. So I've just kind of continued that. And what I thought was, well, like I said, the first year was just for myself. And then what I thought was, well, I might as well just, while I'm doing this, if I'm going to be doing it anyway, I might as well do it for a good cause and raise some money to help some people that, might need some support and help. So August the 2nd, in basically 2 weeks time, will be the 500th day in a row that I will not have taken any rest day. I will have trained non-stop, throughout that time. So I've been kind of toying around with different ideas to do, and I was always centering around a very similar kind of idea, and I think that's pretty much what I've solidified. My idea was always going to be some kind of endurance event coupled with some kind of strength event, obviously, because as many of you will know, I'm a big weightlifting fan. I compete in powerlifting, love lifting weights. So I would never go, all the way on just one side and just do an endurance event. So I thought, well, what could I do? I came up with what I was going to do. So on the morning of August the 2nd, the 500th day in a row, I will be doing a powerlifting competition in my gym. Now, it's not an official powerlifting competition or anything like that, but I will be doing squat, bench and deadlift, and I'll be doing 3 lifts for each of those lifts. So that will be 9 lifts in total. Obviously trying to incrementally progress in each of those and max out at my 3rd lift on all of those, and then obviously add up my total at the end. So that's the morning. That was the strength event, and now for the endurance event. So in the afternoon of August the 2nd, after I've completed the powerlifting competition in the morning, once I've refed a little bit, I will be then in the afternoon completing, or hopefully completing, an Olympic triathlon. So I'll be doing a 1500 meter swim, a 40k bike ride and a 10k run. And that will be August the 2nd, my squat, bench, deadlift triathlon day, marking the 500th day in a row. The link for the Just Giving page for any donations would be absolutely fantastic. Will be in my bio on Instagram, on both of my accounts. Let's see how it goes, and I'm excited to see what happens, and hopefully we can raise some money for a good cause and help some people out. So thank you, and hopefully it goes well.